All right, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. It's a little early. Don't like getting up early. Happy Saturday. The boss just came out. This boss right here, she's the boss. Boss came out. Yes. The other boss, Romeo. Hi there, honey. Good morning. Good morning. It is too early. Too early. And I need a dry chair. We need to find a dry chair. Romeo, we need to find a dry chair. You help me find a dry chair? Mommy, it is way too early. I can't even open my eyes, Mom. I can't open my eyes yet. It's like way too early. Can we just go back inside, please? Oh, can we go back inside? All right, guys. We got to get into it. We have a busy day today. We have a karate. Ooh, stop it. You're going to make me spill my coffee, and then everything's going to go to heck. Get off me. Get off me. All right, listen. Get back. Get back. Get back. Today we have an early karate day. We're having some sparring drills. So we got to get into this. Olaf is never out here, so I had to take a pause for a second. Olaf. Hi, kitty. Nope. He's like, see ya. Honey, why are you so shy? Your brother's out here under the tree. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Are you coming out? Huh? It's early. Huh? You guys sleep during the day? Gargoyles? He is a ham. Can you tell your brother to come out? Tell your brother to come out. Oh my goodness. My two Maine Coon mix. Curious George. Sven, the gray one, and Olaf, the white one. Okay, let's get into this. Today's daily devotional, March 14th, comes from Genesis 6:20. Building our thinking on the Bible. A multiple choice question for you. Did kangaroos once live in the Middle East? A, they've always lived in Australia. B, we don't know where they've always lived. C, yes. Or D, none of the above. When I give this question to a church audience, I find most answers A. The correct is C. When I give this question is one of the many I ask to help people learn how to develop a truly Christian worldview. After finding most people give A as the answer, I ask a series of questions. How many of you believe in Noah's Ark? Most hands go up. How many believe 2 of each kind of land animal, including the kangaroo kind, went on board the ark? Most hands go up. How many believe there was a global flood? Most hands go up. How many believe the ark landed on the mountains of Ararat in the Middle East? Most hands go up. How many now believe kangaroos once lived in the Middle East? People laugh as their hands go up. Most have not been taught to think with a biblical worldview by building their thinking on the Bible. Most have been very secularized. Most churches haven't taught how to develop a true biblical worldview. When trying to understand the past, secularists have the basic philosophy that the present is the key to interpreting the past. For example, They look at present processes, such as how quickly sediments are laid down, etc., to interpret the past to try to explain how the layers were laid down at the Grand Canyon. For the Christian, the present is not the key to understanding the past. Revelation is the key to understanding the past. Revelation is the key to the past, and understanding the past is the key to the present. Let me explain this in regard to the kangaroo question. We look at Australia today and see the kangaroo kind with different species lives there. But what is the history that led to them living there? Starting with Genesis 6, we read the account of God calling Noah to build an ark. He was going to judge the wickedness of man with a global flood. God brought two of each kind of land-dwelling, air-breathing animal, 7 pairs of some, to the ark to survive the flood. 2 of every sort shall come into you, Genesis 6:20. That would have included 2 of the kangaroo kind. We know the ark landed in the area we today call the Middle East. The land animal kinds on the ark, including the kangaroos, came off the ark. Animals then began to move away from the ark. We also believe Noah's flood generated an ice age. That's another topic, and information can be found at the Answers in Genesis website. As a result of the ice age, ocean levels would have been lowered, forming land bridges connecting Australia with New Guinea and Indonesia to Southeast Asia. As animals competed with each other, they moved to various areas. Kangaroos are marsupials and can travel with their young when they're very immature. They eventually arrived in Australia and were isolated there as the ice age receded and ocean levels rose. Over time, the kangaroo kind formed various species. Why don't we find kangaroo fossils in the Middle East? Why don't we find fossils of millions of buffalo that once lived in the USA? Fossilization is a unique event requiring a catastrophic event to quickly preserve a creature. That's why most fossils were formed from the global flood. When animals die today, they decay quickly and aren't fossilized. So when I'm asked how kangaroos got to the Middle East, with tongue-in-cheek, I say they hopped. Biblical history gives us the key information to build the big picture of our thinking, our worldview, to then look at the present world in the correct way. The Bible doesn't give us all information, but based on the key information, we can build models to answer such questions about kangaroos. Now, models are always subject to change, but God's word is not. So kangaroos lived before the flood, during the flood on the ark, after the flood in the Middle East, and today in Australia. To deal with any topic, Christians need to make sure the foundation of their worldview is God's word, beginning in Genesis. This is interesting. Very interesting. All right, guys. We hope everyone is having a wonderful morning so far. Have a wonderful day. Seek God. Come to Him. Pray. He's always waiting for you. God bless.